Nationals. Julio Teheran, the Colombian native, gets the call to start this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Coming to the plate now, Xander Bogaerts. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Simmons. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Herman has a play, and that's the second out of the inning. So striding forward now, Buster Posey. Here's the first pitch to him. On the ground to the right side. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him. Now at the plate, Ozzie Herman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that misses, ball one. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Markakis has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. In now is Andrelton Simmons, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 1-0 the count.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The next 0-2 is a breaking ball in off the plate.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Line toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. 2-out success means Randall Grichuk will bat this inning.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
0-1 count, and the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Roll,
and he's into second safely with a stolen base. Altuve at second with 2 down. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning.
Leading off for the Yankees,
Here comes the first pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line the line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. He went 2 for 4 to close out Sunday's series finale. Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Herman ranging back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting second, first baseman, Victor Rivera.
Tehran into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Herman is going to have room out there as he puts in now for Washington. Nick Hundley. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. High and deep to right center. Springer has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
Throw on to first to get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit down the, and that is off the first base bag. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Pesky leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Drilled right back up the middle. Bogarts has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start for the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. Heater gets turned around.
Here's Michael Saunders now. Runner at first to start the inning. And, Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Fastball called for strike 2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Grichuk moves over. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. The pitcher, Roenis Elias, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. And he'll just put it in his pocket. It's an infield single.
Now batting,
stepping in and ready for another shot, Xander Bogaerts. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. At least he held up. He must have been guessing.
High in the air into shallow left center. Calling for it, Pesky. And he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in for his second at bat, Cesar Hernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Teheran sets. First pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Markakis rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
This one's down to third. Over to Altuve for the force, and that'll be that. So it's a run on 3 hits, no. So here now is the pitcher, Julio Teheran. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. A 1 pitch on its way. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Striding in once again, Ozzie Herman. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out.
6 pitches, 2 strikeouts in the inning. Hard to beat that. And beyond that, he has to feel good about the way the curveball is coming out of his hand. That was a nasty looking pitch.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. 0-1 the count. Rivera trying to get there, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. 0-1 for him here in this one. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. The 0-2 once more. Cue shot here out towards short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. They trail this one 1-0. Here's George Springer as we begin the top of the 4th. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded, and this will kick off the third base bag. Simmons has it, and the throw will be too late at first, so a strange play there as it'll wind up with an infield single.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak, and after that knock, it's an even dozen.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Springer on at first, nobody out. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. One there. Return throw is in time, and what do you know? They do get the double play. Ready for another chance? Victor Rivera. He's 0-1 thus far. Teheran's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. First pitch on its way. Hit to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Striding in now for the Nats, Rendell Grichuk. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. That's a strike. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. A runner at second, nobody out. Called strike 0-2. That misses 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Lost it in the air out toward right center. On the move is Markakis. He's there and records the first out.
The catcher, number 5.
Now in the box, Nick Hundley, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. No balls and a strike to count. Now the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
A ball and 2 strikes now, and he got him. Stepping up now, Kyle Seager, runner in scoring position with Sugan. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Here's a high pop-up. Bogarts is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Digging in now for the Yankees, Nick Markakis. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Check swing called strike 0-1. One and one. Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a fastball that misses.
Count 2-1.
Sinking liner toward left. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. So he continues to hit the ball well, his second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, he's currently in 5th place in that department in the AL race. Next for New York, Michael Saunders. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity there. 0-1. Here's the pitch. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a little tapper. The 0-2 once more. And a check swing here. Quick appeal, but Joe McDonald says he held off. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Markakis gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a line drive. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day. Standing in now, Roenis Elias, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And a check swing here. Quick appeal, but Joe McDonald says he held off. It's ball 1. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Xander Bogaerts. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Way in front of that fastball. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Grounded to short. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
Up next for the Yankees.
Digging in and looking for more, Cesar Hernandez. He'll try to bring in that second run of the inning from third with 2 down. And he takes ball 1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make-or-break moment in this game. When you're playing a first-place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit down the line at first. 2 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Ready for another chance, Clayton Pesky. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Hot shot down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Just got a piece up the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
First offering on its way. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some 2-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Into the box now, Julio Teheran, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Chopped foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. 1-2 to the Nationals pitcher.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And he'll get there in plenty of... Stepping in and ready for another shot, Buster Posey. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a liner. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
First delivery to him on the way. A little bouncer. Comes set, and the 0-1 is taken for strike 2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The next 0-2. In the dirt here. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2. Posey aboard here at first with nobody out. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. Down the third baseline. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Third baseman number 20.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Hunter Strickland comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Strickland has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Here's the 1-1 now to Beltran. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Giro, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with 1 away. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. Slapped hard the opposite way. 1 run is scored. A tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. Digging in and looking for more, Michael Saunders. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. This is line to left. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
Swinging a ground ball to third. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ozzie Herman. And he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Soft liner toward first. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Hit down the third base line. Simmons, base runner at first with 1 out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Saunders on the move. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Right fielder number 16, Randall Grichuk.
Here's Randall Grichuk. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And that one swung on and missed 0-1.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game. Pounding the zone.
Fouled away. The 0-2 once more is taken. That's ball 1.
Definitely not what you're trying to do here.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He was a ground out victim last time up. Set and the pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. A 1 pitch on its way. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. Ripped down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Digging in to try it again, Cesar Hernandez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way, and that one just missed outside. The 1-0 home. That's lifted the other way out to left. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone. Riding in once again, Buster Posey. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Herman will get there, and he puts it away to retire the. Digging in once again, Nick Hundley will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Grounded down the third baseline. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. And here's a dive by the center fielder, but it's off his glove. The throw into second, and he is in there.
Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
Ready for another shot now. Kyle Seager. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. This is on the ground over to first. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here. Stepping in, Clayton Pesky. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Throw to the plate. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
Pops this one up, and that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Now a curveball stays inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
A bouncer up the middle. Bogarts has it. There's one. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Sammy Solis will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. John Flowers is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Hard hit ball to second. Sliding stop by Altuve. On to first, and they turn the double play.
First baseman number 35.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Victor Rivera. Here comes the first pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Drilled to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Boy, Hero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
And it's fouled away. Rivera, the runner at first with 2 gone. Ground ball sent back up the middle. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Striding in now for the Nats, John Flowers. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
This one's down to third. And Beltre throws on to first for the out. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air out to center field. On the move is Springer. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, number 2.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Coming on is Sanders, but he won't get there. It's a base hit. So Jose Altuve will get a chance next to try to extend the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and he fouls this one off.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Ready once again, Michael Saunders. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Flowers is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Now batting, The pitcher, Rowan Elias.
Next for New York, Roenis Elias. Fourth plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game long. Now a ball lined softly here toward the right side, but foul. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Flipped out the other way toward short, and that'll be the second out.
Now batting.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now.
Xander Bogaerts.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded back up the middle. There is Altuve. And he's safe at first. Boy, a great effort, but he wasn't able to get enough on that throw. And that'll be scored an infield single.
You know, Dero, there's a school of thought that says, hey, never dive into first base, but that dive just bought himself a base hit.
Yeah, I didn't go to that school, Dan. I was known for diving into first base. I'll tell you what, they'll say all the right things like, oh, the ball beats you there, you get there faster if you run instead of dive. When you smell a knock, it's tough not to just want to dive at that bag like a chocolate donut.
The 0-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to third. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going up for him.
Here's Buster Posey now as he'll lift it up in the air. This is back behind second, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Here's Randall Grichuk. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Elias is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Catcher, Nick Hundley.
A ball and no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
There's a changeup over the outside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
They haven't had much luck so far tonight, so they'll definitely take that extra base hit. It only takes 1, so maybe they can string together a few and get back into this thing.
Seager behind with an 0-2 count. Hundley leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And they'll get back a run here as they're on the board. It's 4-1.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command, even if he's still throwing strikes? Stuff like that.
Yeah, good points. And he will make the catch with ease, and the Yankees have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over. Time now for baseball on the show. We're live at Nationals Park here in Washington, D.C. Tonight we wrap up this brief two-game series between the New York Yankees and the Washington Nationals. The Yanks have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Drew Smyly gets the ball for Washington in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, that's Drew Smyly right now. This guy has a really good arm. Low to mid-90s fastball from the left side. Good slurve. Not a true curveball, not a slider. I call it more of a slurve, and his changeup has gotten better the more he uses it. Look for him to be on early if you see a lot of swings and misses on that letter-high fastball.
Oh, okay. I see how it's going to be. You're going to employ that. You're going to use the ambush tactics and not playing nice right there. Usually, you're supposed to take the 0-0 pitch to start the game. He wasn't paying attention.
Now to the plate, Cesar Hernandez. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I hope these guys were listening today during the hitters' meeting because they have not been swinging the bats well. They only scored 1 run in the loss yesterday. And somewhere along the line, this offense has to execute at a higher level if this team's going to compete.
At the plate, Buster Posey, and he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just got a piece up the line. That winds up foul. From the belt, kicks and deals. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Well, this lineup's been good all season so far. They've looked especially dominant as of late. What's been clicking in particular for them lately, guys?
Yeah, I don't think we can be surprised. They're on fire right now. Continuing a hot start, Matty, no doubt. They've stayed strong. They've come out of spring training with one goal in mind, and that's to get to the postseason. Strong starting rotation, a lineup that doesn't quit. The guys seem to really rally around each other, and they got one of the strongest bullpens in the game.
This one's down to third. Altuve for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side. So stepping in, Ozzie Herman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Striding in now for the Nats, Andrelton Simmons. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Throw too late to get him at first. Not a thing of beauty, but it's an infield single nonetheless. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Yankees are challenging the
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. On the ground to third. Fielded by Beltre. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the... Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And it is trouble that finds the gap for extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw, and he is out at third, and that's a big mistake there leading off the inning.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And this team's lucky enough to have their Gold Glover play shortstop, the captain of the infield, and the offense knows if the ball's hitting his direction, you could pretty much take the right-hand turn and go back to your dugout. Not only the routine ones, but the highlight reel ones as well.
Here's Michael Saunders now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. And Simmons will make the play here to retire the side. So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals, Kyle Schwarber. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 1-1 to Schwarber. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus on third baseman Adrian Beltre, a future Hall of Famer. Nothing this guy can't do. Probably the best in the business at coming in on that slow roller with that underhand bazooka to first base.
May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1. So 1-1. Now a ball popped up, but room and foul ground for the catcher Posey. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Right fielder, Randall Richard.
In there at the knees, strike one.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. We'll see Nick. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way. 0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1-2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Next for New York, Alex Meyer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Check to swing there and pops this one up. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded to third. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Hey, it's one thing to give up a hit to a pitcher right here. You can live with that, but an American League pitcher, a guy who probably takes leave 10 days out of the year, this is surprising. He's going to have to bear down on the mound out there.
Into the box, Xander Bogaerts. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. He singled to open up the ball game. The 1-0. Popped up. Bird in foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Altuve fields it cleanly to second for one. On to first, and for the second. In now, Greg Bird, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Ball one to start the at-bat. That's wide, 2-0. 2 balls and a strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away. Set, here it comes. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. The Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. Popped him up. And this is taken in by Beltre for the second out. Into the box now, the Nationals pitcher, Drew Smyly. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, strike one. The 1-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is. Digging in for his second at-bat, Cesar Hernandez. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Now the pitch. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike one.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
This is line to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day, of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
From the stretch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Posey leads off first with 1 away. Hot shot on the ground is short. It's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
You know, D-Roll, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
Adrian Beltre stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And they'll go ahead and issue Beltre the free pass.
First baseman number 35, Victor Rivera.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Victor Rivera. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Rivera, a Colombian-born ball player. He was taken in the very late rounds during the first-year player draft of 2018.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. Simmons is there. The second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, decided. Ready for another chance. Ozzie Herman. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Strike one to start the at-bat. 0-1. Here it comes. Missed with a breaking ball.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. In now for Washington, Andrelton Simmons. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 2 balls and a strike to count to Andrelton Simmons. Oh, right down Main Street with that one. 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Once again, a 3-2. Fouled off. Another full count pitch home. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? And this will be put away easily for the out. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. 2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is. Striding in once again, Michael Saunders. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Michael Saunders.
Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Popped him up. And this will land foul. Checked his swing there, and Dave Lawrence says he held up just enough. Ball 1. The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and standing in the powerful right fielder Nick Markakis. First pitch on its way. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1. This is on the ground over to first. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a one-out single.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in to in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
In now, Alex Meyer. On, he pops it up. Catch made there by Altuve, and there are two gone now. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. A hit in 2 tries so far. First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One left. Digging in to try it again, Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. At the plate, Kyle Seager. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball's in for a strike. 0-1 pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And Saunders will handle this one for out number 2. Riding in, Rendell Grichuk. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Both teams battling the elements. Ready once again, Cesar Hernandez. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Hit on the ground to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Here's Buster Posey now. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Here's the 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Center fielder, number 11, George Springer.
So here's the cleanup hitter, George Springer. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Hit hard up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. The 2-out hit will bring Adrian Beltre to the plate now. So the base hit here nets him a base runner with 2 away as we check out the league leaders in team batting average here in May. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time. First offering on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Springer is off at first with 2 away. High in the air into shallow left center. Schwarber moves over, and that ends the inning. Yanks leave 1. We are still. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Struck him out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Francisco Mejia comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Springer. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in to try it again, Drew Smiley. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Can't catch up to that pitch, and it's a ball and a strike.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good 4-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider.
Bounce to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Riding in once again, Victor Rivera. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First pitch of the at-bat. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Herman. 2 gone. Digging in and looking for more, Nick Markakis. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. To first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is. So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Ozzie Herman. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you're going to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Takes a knee-high fastball. 1 out, nobody on. Weak chopper up the line. That's a foul ball. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. In there for strike one.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
All even now, 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete. Still digging in now for the Yankees, Alex Meyer. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. Didi Gregorius is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody put something together to try to score a run.
He'll enter play here with an average of .314, 3 homers and 16 RBIs. Line toward right center, and the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away. So back to the top of the Yankee order, digging in, Xander Bogaerts is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Simmons. He's got it on to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
Up next for the Yankees.
Ready for another chance? Cesar Hernandez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Liner toward right center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So that'll extend the inning with 2 away and bring in Buster Posey to bat.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. Where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Here's George Springer, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together. Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Richard moves over. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for New York.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kyle Schwarber. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Now the 2-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Saunders is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 15.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And that's in there for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Beltre in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Here's Randall Grichuk. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Randall Grichuk.
Chopped weakly to the left. A barehand play by Bogaerts. It's there. He got him. So nothing happening this time. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre.
Leading off for the Yankees, third baseman, Adrian Beltre.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Here's the 1-1 now to Beltre.
Nope, that's a ball.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Strickland is at least partially known for his big power slider. A lot of break on that pitch, but what makes it unique is how hard he's able to throw it. Sent on the ground out to second. Altuve has it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
First baseman number 35, Victor
So striding in, Victor Rivera. First pitch coming. Here it is. Right on it there, but this is foul over toward the first base dugout. Bases are empty, 1 man out. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Here's Michael Saunders now. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heat.
There is Altuve. Throw to first will get him easily when the side is. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. In the past against Alex Colomé, he's 1 for 3. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Lined hard to center field. Oh, and the no-hitter is erased here in the 9th. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
And that's through for a hit.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the ball.
That's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not, and now you've got a couple of guys on.
And that's through for a base hit. And a Curly W is in the books as the Nationals walk off with a win. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it was a real good performance.